Friends who often pay attention to financial management have probably heard that millionaires have 7 sources of income. Those of you who have been living paycheck to paycheck might just realize there are so many ways to make money. Indeed, there are countless ways to wealth, and there's always more than one that could suit you. Today, let's take a look at these income sources. Before we start the program, please don't hesitate to like and follow. Your support is our greatest motivation. The first type of income is earned income. Simply put, earned income refers to money you make by exchanging your physical labor, mental effort, and time. The most straightforward example is your salary. Earned income, as the most basic form of active income, is often the source of the first pot of gold, even for millionaires. Yes, you heard right. Not all income earned by millionaires is passive. The difference is that millionaires tend to decrease the proportion of this type of income gradually. For most ordinary people, the salary from labor is our main source of income, and sometimes only. Our parents' generation mostly had this single source of income their entire lives, and they might have lived comfortably. However, as society transforms and the labor market evolves, for the younger generation, this income may barely cover basic living expenses. Any significant life change can lead to a debt crisis. Moreover, secure jobs are becoming increasingly scarce, and virtually no one can guarantee they won't face unemployment. If your only source of income is your salary, can you ensure you maintain a basic standard of living during periods of job transition? Furthermore, the taxes on salary income are often the highest, generally ranging from 20% to 40% depending on the country. Yet, breaking out of the salary income category is extremely challenging because this type of income requires a significant investment of time and energy. Forget about working long hours. Even a regular 9-to-5 job occupies most of our effective weekly time, leaving many too exhausted after a day's work to pursue other sources of income. But if you settle for this situation, you'll spend your life just getting by, never having enough money to enjoy a better life, let alone retire early. The second type is profit income, which is earned from running a business. This commonly involves income generated through the sale of products, whether through retail or wholesale, and whether in physical stores or online. Profit income isn't suitable for everyone, as starting a business requires a significant investment of time and money. Despite this, many businesses face bankruptcy in their first year. Successful business operation demands an entrepreneurial spirit, a willingness to take risks, and critical financial management skills. Many overlook the importance of financial management, especially in smaller operations, but it's often a primary reason for business failure. At some point in their careers, many people contemplate pursuing this type of income, but find it difficult to start. Challenges include the difficulty of beginning anything new and a lack of courage to take risks. Often, family needs and current job commitments make it hard to take the first step. To become an entrepreneur and start earning profits, you need to identify the product or service you want to sell, conduct thorough preliminary research, write a solid business plan, and perform financial, market, and customer analyses, among other tasks. Many seek professional advisors for assistance. For most people, earned income and profit income are the only feasible methods to earn a significant income. However, there are 5 other viable and important sources of wealth creation. Let's continue to explore further. The third type is interest income, which comes from lending your money to others and earning interest on it. A basic form of interest income is depositing money in a bank. Many disdain this option, noting that bank interest rates hover between 1% and 5%, remarkably low. However, it's crucial not to underestimate the power of even this modest 1%. Over time, the magic of compounding interest, even at low rates, can accumulate significantly, outpacing doing nothing and potentially keeping up with inflation. Interest income represents a form of passive income that doesn't require active involvement from the investor beyond the initial investment. Plus, the risk associated with bank deposits is negligible. Many fund managers incorporate bank deposits into their investment portfolios for this reason. Beyond banks, more advanced forms of earning interest involve lending to the government through treasury bonds, which also are low-risk, low-return investments. Interest income is most suitable for those with limited financial knowledge or time to manage their finances, making it an ideal entry point for investment beginners. The fourth type is dividend income. which marks an interesting aspect of income sources. Dividend income, a significant source for investment giants like Warren Buffett, comes from the returns on stock investments and is also considered passive income. In 2019 alone, Buffett's favorite stocks, including Wells Fargo, Apple, Bank of America, Coca-Cola, and Kraft Heinz, brought him $3.4 billion in annual dividend income. Besides providing income, owning stock makes you a shareholder of the company, with most companies distributing dividends quarterly or annually. However, some companies do not offer dividends, so it's important to be aware before purchasing. If you buy shares of excellent blue-chip companies before the ex-dividend date, your dividend income could potentially exceed interest income, as you also benefit from the capital appreciation of the stocks. Another advantage of dividend income is its lower tax rate, which varies by country, but generally ranges between 0% and 20%. It is significantly lower than the tax rates on wage income in most countries. The fifth type is rental income, which, as our regular viewers of our finance series know, can provide astonishing returns from real estate investments. Rental income means exactly that. Earning income by renting out real estate properties. In the past, investors needed significant capital to buy properties to rent out. Today, acquiring real estate has become more flexible. One common way encouraged by many governments is through the buy-to-let scheme. Since it's government-supported, you can often enjoy a range of favorable policies. You only need to make a down payment and then finance the property through a mortgage, after which you can rent it out to earn rental income. Another method is obtaining permission from a homeowner to manage the property and then rent it out as a vacation home. These strategies significantly lower the barriers to real estate investment for those with limited funds. However, this income type has its limitations: substantial initial capital investment and liquidity issues. It can be challenging to quickly liquidate this asset when you need cash or want to adjust your investment portfolio. The sixth type is capital gains, which refers to the profit you earn from the appreciation of assets you own, such as stocks and real estate. For example, if you buy stock at $100 and sell it at $120, the $20 is your capital gain. Similarly, if you purchase a house for $2 million and sell it for $2.2 million, the $200,000 profit is also a form of capital gain. Capital gains share a common feature with dividend income: lower tax rates. Generally, the tax rate on capital gains ranges from 10% to 20%, with some situations qualifying for a 0% tax rate. The seventh and final type is royalty income, which could be considered the ultimate form of passive income. Royalty income is earned by allowing others to use your creations, such as products, designs, or technology. For instance, when shopping online, you typically add items to your cart and then check out. However, Amazon's founder, Jeff Bezos, introduced a feature in 1997 that allowed customers to make a purchase immediately with a single click, bypassing the cart. He patented this model, and today companies like Apple use this payment method. Over the past 20 years, this patent has generated over $1 trillion in revenue for Bezos. Other common forms of royalty income include books sold on Amazon and music on Spotify. If you're an author, you receive royalties for every book sold. If your novel is adapted into a film or series, you earn corresponding royalties. Similarly, musicians or podcasters earn royalty income based on the number of times their work is played on platforms like Spotify. A more sophisticated form of royalty income comes from franchising. When you develop a successful business model and others want to join your brand, the franchise fees they pay are also a form of royalty income. The biggest challenge in earning royalty income lies in creativity and continually innovating. It requires unique skills to create, but once successful, the income potential from creations like books and artworks could be immense. These are the 7 sources of income. Creating multiple sources of income is not just a survival tactic, but a strategy for building wealth. It's not something that happens overnight. You need to understand each income source in detail and choose the ones that suit you. Give it a try. It might just change your life. That's all for today's program. The 7 sources of income millionaires have. Are you leveraging any of them? Please share with us in the comment section.